Welcome to the Amazing Devotions channel and welcome back to regular visitors. Please stay and be blessed by these daily devotions for men. A Legacy, the first in a classical series of men's devotionals, depicts characters of men from the Bible who represent men of today. Some succeeded while others failed. There are those who were strong yet somewhat weak. There is the spiritual and carnal. Kings, rulers, princes, and patriarchs, all of whom men can identify with. They all left a legacy, whether it was positive or negative. What is your legacy? Are you a leader or follower? Today's lesson is about Judah's third son, Levi, who was a willing accomplice and follower. Jacob's third son Levi was a co-conspirator with his brother Simeon in committing the atrocities that gave the family a bad reputation, and separated Joseph from the family for decades. This was the third patriarch and third in line to lose the birthright and inheritance because of his involvement with his brother Simeon. He was an accomplice and a follower. Being an accomplice places you at the scene of the crime, and when caught, you are just as guilty for the crimes. Most accomplices do not actually commit the crime, they are often bystanders who allow a crime to occur. They are the ones who are the getaway drivers, bag or coat holders, cop lookouts, or distractors. They do not plan or physically take part in a crime, they just assist. As harmless as it may seem, men who act as accomplices are just as guilty as the murderer, thief, kidnapper, rapist, or pickpocket, and when caught are sentenced as such. Men like Levi spend their time being accomplices for the devil when they could have been accomplices for God and save a life, stop a thief, prevent a rape, or avoid a kidnapping. Levi failed to protect his family's honor, failed to protect his father and brother from pain and suffering, failed God as a man and patriarch, and failed himself for not being man enough to say no to the commission of a crime. There are no excuses for men like Levi to be an accomplice to sin. It is wrong to know that a crime is going to be committed and allow it to occur. It is not only a crime against the victim but also against God. They put themselves in the same category as the perpetrator. They are men who are easily led, yet suffer the same consequences as the hardened criminal. Unlike Simeon, Levi repented of his sins and ultimately became an accomplice for God. Though his tribe did not receive any physical inheritance, their inheritance was a spiritual one. Levi was also a follower. Followers are weak, easily led, and cannot make decisions for themselves. They are the first to be caught and are often victims of threats and physical abuse. Men like Levi are often fearful, sad, and uncomfortable with their stance. They want to do what is right but feel threatened if they do. God is continually working with humanity to steer them in the right path and restore their spiritual integrity. Levi and his descendants were given the opportunity to be his accomplices, acting as priests, interceding on man's behalf. He became a follower of the Lord, and one of his descendants was Moses, who became the greatest spiritual leader in world history. God can do the same for you. If you want to stop being the devil's accomplice or a follower, he will make you his accomplice by ushering men, women, and children through the gates of heaven. If you follow God, he will make you a leader, leading men to know him. Choose to be an accomplice and follower of God today. Be ye therefore followers of God, as dear children, and walk in love, as Christ also hath loved us, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet-smelling savour. Ephesians 5 verses 1 and 2. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow for lessons from the life of Jacob's fourth son Judah. Please tell your family and friends about these amazing devotions. Remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe.